Alright, what is going on everybody? Welcome back to another WyattzWorld Extra. Today's video is a video that I've been working on for like a week now. I just didn't really know how to piece it together, but today I'm going to be bringing you guys my top 10 most frustrating, aggravating, tear-jerking, screaming, monitor-punching video game levels of all time. These are levels from games that I played as a kid over and over again, and every single time I went against them, I either broke something or turned the game off shortly after. One quick thing before we hop into the video, head over to gfuel.com, use code WyattzWorld, save yourself a discount on any G Fuel products. Okay, so starting off this list in really no particular order, these are all equally as terrible, besides the last one. So at number 10, we've got a Mario Kart 64 track called the Banshee Boardwalk. If you guys played this as a kid, you already know what I'm talking about. If you see the picture, you've probably played it on a different game. This map sucked. It was the worst fucking racetrack I had ever been part of in my entire life. Constantly falling off the side, there were bats hitting you, spinning you out, you went into the castle and there was just holes in the floor everywhere. There was nothing enjoyable about that map. Seriously, every single time I played this one and Sherbertland, this one's a little bit worse, I hesitated to just quit and end the game then. Banshee Boardwalk, I despise. Moving on, next we've got a Call of Duty World at War mission. I don't even remember what it was called, but if you see the picture that I have up, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. The Sniper mission, I call it. Now, this was actually a very fun mission if you played it on, a lower difficulty. However, if you played it on Veteran, you were across a goddamn city in two big skyscrapers and you had to pick off the German sniper, but I'm not kidding you. If you even popped your head up for as much as a second, boom, you were dead. Head rolling on the ground like a bowling ball. The amount of times I died in this mission just trying to kill that guy is uncountable. I actually remember my friend Brady playing it and screaming his head off, so that's what made me go and try it, and I don't think I ever completed the mission. That guy was like Chris Kyle on steroids. He didn't miss. Still have nightmares about him to this day. And moving on, we've got a Pokemon Battle, Whitney. Anybody who's ever played Pokemon Silver, Gold, or Crystal knows that she is the biggest bitch on planet Earth. And it's not specifically because of her, it's because of her goddamn Miltank. What was the deal with this thing? You could not kill it. It was only the second or third gym. It was Goldenrod City. I can remember that much, but it had some attack where it could just absorb something unlimited amount of times and regen health, and it was like a Snorlax in the sense that no matter how many times you hit it, you couldn't one-shot it. I specifically remember one time being out of all of my PP moves and I just had to use struggle until I killed myself in the game. Whitney's a bitch. Moving on to the next thing we got, it is actually from Skyrim, the Ebony Warrior. If you ever saw this guy at the end of the game and you wanted to be humbled, go talk to him. You could be max level, max armor, max fucking weapon ranking, it doesn't matter. That guy will kick your ass. He comes up to you at the end of the game after you've completed everything and he asks you, hey, I've been in a war my entire life and I want to be taken out by someone who's worthy of it. So he asks you to meet him up at the top of a mountain? Just say no, because you're not gonna kill him. I think I'm 0-40 against him. He has kicked my ass so many times. And it always ended with the same cutscene. It was when they put the battle axe or sword on your forehead and just headbutt you until you die. Oh, nightmare fuel. I know for a fact an Xbox 360 controller lost its life to this fight. Alright, and coming in at number 5, we've got the last Pokemon battle of the list. It is Cynthia in Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum at the end of the Elite Four. She is the champion. Ridiculous. It wasn't even fun to face her. All of her Pokemon were like high 60s, low 70s, which was way too high. And she had a Spiritomb, which nothing was super effective against this fucking thing, and it was Ghost type. So half of your moves missed it, and nothing you did would affect it more than the normal amount, and then it would just put you to sleep and use Dream Eater and kick the shit out of you. Literally, in the remake of Diamond and Pearl, if I booted up the game right now, I'm staring at the entrance of Victory Road, and because of that fight, I just stopped playing. I said, you know what, I beat the gyms, it's a good day, I don't want to do it again. Brutal. Alright, up next we've got a Spyro boss from Spyro 3. Anybody who's a fan of the franchise will probably have a heart attack when they see this picture. These two-headed, dueling dragons or whatever they are the stupidest boss you will ever face. One, the flying mechanics are garbage. My friend and I were just talking about it. They never went back and fixed it, so you couldn't ever properly fly. Two, there was two goddamn dragons and they would fly around you, and there were these tunnels in the maps that you can probably see in the picture. If the dragons went through the tunnel, they would re-heal themselves, and when they came out, you couldn't hit them in time for them to go back in the tunnel. It was just a non-stop bitch fight for like an hour until finally I worked them down enough and beat them. I specifically remember playing it in the dungeon and getting so mad that I took a knife that was sitting down there, I think to open boxes, and I just stabbed it into my plastic table as hard as I could. And up next, we've got Crash Team Racing, the second race specifically against the final boss, Nitrous Oxide. First, let's get this out of the way. Me and my brother just had an agreement on it. We appreciate Mario Kart for what it is. It's iconic, but Crash Team Racing is the greatest racing game ever. Kicks the shit out of Mario Kart for sure. It has boss fights. You have to unlock everything. It's really fun. But the final boss, his name is Nitrous Oxide. He was going to take over the world. You go and race him one time, you beat him pretty easily, but the second time you face him, he is a completely different animal. Gets like a 6-second head start instead of a 2-second head start. He throws his items behind him at a double fast rate, so you're constantly running into shit. And I'm fairly certain the second he gets off camera, it's just non-stop turbo, because you can watch the map, his head just goes hyperspeed. I truly don't think, unless you play it on easy mode in the remaster, you can actually defeat him, because you just lose, 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 and lose. I don't ever want to face Oxide again. And moving on to number 2, we've got the last Spyro mission level. It's actually a minigame, but the goddamn trolley in Spyro 2 to get the orb. Should have been fun. Probably was fun to a lot of people. Not for me, not for my brother. You're on a mine cart. You're on a mine track. You have to get 50 of these golden cogs, but there's obstacles that you have to swerve in and out of. But the funny thing about the game is randomly there's these big cranes that'll just drop a bomb in front of you and kill you. And every single time you die, you are greeted by that stupid fucking bird, and he says the same stupid fucking line. Trouble with the trolley, eh? Dude, it was so annoying. Especially when you got like 40 to 45 cogs, you were almost done and you just missed one, so you had to go back and get it. And of course, the crane just drops a goddamn barrel in front of you and you blow up. Heart attack. And moving on to number 2 on this list, fighting the Undertaker in WWE 2K14 or SmackDown vs. Raw 2011. They were both stupid hard. The guy punches you one time, both of his finishers are stored. Doesn't matter how many times you hit him, he wasn't staying down. Like, you could beat him. I did beat him eventually on both games. But dude, it took like 6, 7 RKOs or pedigrees or sweet chin musics, whatever it was that I was using. And the best part about the whole game is randomly at some part during the match when you hit him with your finisher, the lights would go out, the gong would go off, and he would be standing behind you with both of his finishers back, and he would just tombstone you immediately. I would scream, dude. It was so bad. Fuck you, WWE. And the final one, the worst one of them all, I saved it for last, Crash Bandicoot 1, The High Road. How did they expect children, let alone anybody, to beat this level without rope walking and cheating like this picture is showing you? What you see right there, that was the whole level, but it went on for like 2 miles. Oh, you don't think it can get worse? Those wooden planks break if you stand on them too long. Some of them turn into ice and you slip off of them. And there are literally parts of this map where there's a goddamn boar pig running down at you and you have to dodge him. One of the many instances I can think of in a video game where it is just seriously not fun. Fuck the high road. Alright guys, and that is going to be it for my top 10 most frustrating video game moments or levels of my childhood. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, you already know what to do. Comment, like, subscribe, turn that bell on. I do my best to post on this channel as often as I can. With everything I just said though, I'm going to hop off and edit this so you can watch it on time. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day, and as always, I will see you in the next video.